First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for the invitation to come and speak today at the relaunch of the Workers' Party in North Belfast. North Belfast in the brain, that's the way you have to be, in the Dublin area. First of all, it's been really encouraging to see how many people have turned out today, and the level of speakers and the contributors as well has been brilliant, and I'm very, very pleased to be asked to do this. The involvement has been great. The thinking, the planning, the doing and the delivering of today's conference, all I can say is well done. The real impact of all your efforts will be realised in the months and the years ahead, but truly this is a significant day. It's significant for the Workers' Party in Dublin, for class politics in the city and for the political landscape. Today will make a difference. You have to make a difference, and the Workers' Party will make a difference. And again, can't stress it enough. Thanks very much, and well done to everybody. I'm going to talk about women in the party and how timely and appropriate with that we should have with us today Workers' Party's latest elected representative, Ellis Ryan. No better symbol of the role of women in the party than to have a woman Workers' Party councillor representing the people of Dublin inner city. Ellis, you're a member of the Workers' Party, you're a councillor, you're a woman, and I believe you'll also become an inspiration for others, men, women, to support the party, vote for the party and to join the party. That essentially is the role that we all have to play, male or female, young or old, north or south. We are in the business of class politics, and women are an integral part of that struggle. The party has a long tradition of campaigning on women's rights, agitating on women's issues and raising class consciousness among women throughout this island. From the early days of women's liberation struggles in the 1960s through subsequent decades to the present day, the party aligns itself with the rights of women to participate actively and equally in all aspects of the community, social and political life, and champions the fundamental right of women to choose how they control their own bodies. In the early 1980s, the party produced Women's View, a regular publication which acted as a platform for debate and discussion on women's issues, not just in the party but throughout Irish society. Despite setbacks, and of course Women's View is no longer published, we have never lost the political mettle which made the party synonymous with class-conscious analysis of the role of women in Irish society, nor the courage to campaign and to avoid the easy option in pursuit of the correct one. Only last month, the party in Northern Ireland submitted a detailed response to the Department of Justice proposal on proposed changes to the criminal law on abortion. In a deeply conservative society where the forces controlling women are as strong as they are sometimes medieval, the Workers' Party was unequivocal in its support for the right of women to have control of their own bodies, including their fertility, to pursue all reproductive choices. This is fundamental to any reasonable concept of gender equality in order to achieve full political, social and economic equality with men. Our position may not be popular, but it is right. A long tradition and a proud record of campaigning in the past does not guarantee a bright future. We still need to work at it. We still need to struggle. We still need to build the party, and we still need to make sure that women are a central part of that, and that women's issues are essential to the party programme. This is a task that we are all up to, and a task that we are taking on. Let me remind you of what was said at last year's Ardèche. The position of women within Irish society remains scandalous, whether it be in the workplace, the pay packet, or in the area of reproductive rights. The tragic death of Savita Halappanavar has been the most spectacular and brutal recent illustration of this reality, but is the daily experience of millions of Irish women. The ongoing revelation of the history of institutional abuse of women and children is another reminder of how patriarchy has dominated our society. Despite the progress made, that remains the case. Equality remains a long way off. The Workers' Party has a record of work on women's rights that is second to none, stretching back to the prominent role of the members in the foundation of the Irish feminist movement. Much of our past success was based on the fact that we were able to mobilise large numbers of women members and voters. We were able to do this because we were not only offered policies stressing women's rights and interests, but because we created a culture within the party which was welcoming towards women. A majority priority is not only to agitate and educate on women's rights, but also to provide a vehicle for organising women. A strong and active Women's Committee is essential, but the situation of women within society and political life is something that we must permeate every aspect of party work. On the face of it, much has changed in Irish society over the past 50 years. But yet the burden on women has altered little. The austerity measures implemented by the coalition parties hit women hardest. Women's wages still lag behind men's. Women are more likely to be employed on zero-hour contracts, in part-time work and non-unionised firms. Women make up over 80% of the workforce in the Republic's health and primary education sectors, but look at the senior management and decision-making levels, and those bodies are a completely different story. Only 27 of the 166 TDs in the Dáil Éireann are women. Yet despite the facts, the figures and the realities, the mainstream political media discourse say that equality has been achieved and that women have a fully active role in society. Our job is to challenge that. Our job is to highlight the class nature of the oppression of women in the Irish society and to present a viable socialist alternative. That calls for a class-conscious party with the concerns of women central to its policies and its structures. As the party relaunches in Dublin and as it rebuilds throughout the country, there are opportunities to do just that. We must use our existing channels as effectively as possible. I'm thinking here about Look Left magazine, for example, the potential which that offers to raise and articulate the concerns of women. While always facing onwards, we must also be alive to opportunities to improve the party internally. We must not shy away from identifying any obstacles in which inhibit women from supporting, joining or being active in the party. If such obstacles exist, we must remove them. We should seek to make the Workers' Party the first choice and the natural home for women who want to change society for the better. The party must become a beacon for all of those who understand that only revolutionary change will deliver the kind of society in which we are all citizens and are all truly equal. But this is not about making the party comfortable for women. This is about making the party the political cutting edge. It's about clearly signalling that the party is not involved in tokenism, but rather it has a radical agenda that will change society and encourage women to become part of that struggle. We need to demonstrate that in our structures and in our policies, in our practices and in our culture. Of course, that will involve work. It will involve commitment, dedication and a class-conscious understanding of society and the role of women to occupy in it. Today's event marks the relaunch of the Workers' Party in Dublin. By implication, it also marks the relaunch of our commitment to liberating women from capitalist society. That can be done through the direction of a class-conscious party of the working class. The Workers' Party is a good place to be a woman. Let's make it an even better one.